Hello there, Salim Omar here from the eCommerce Money Map podcast, bringing you another episode. Amazing guest that I have with me. His name is Dr. Owais Amin. Owais, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Great to have you. Dr. Owais, Amin, he's an Amazon FBA expert with a specialization in PPC, pay-per-clicks, and SEO, search engine optimization strategies. He's the CEO of Upscale Valley. It's a full-service Amazon FBA agency, and his primary goal is to assist brands in maximizing their sales on the Amazon platform through the implementation of effective marketing techniques and precise PPC management. And so, with that, so good to have you, Owais, here. And you tell us how you got into this. What qualifies you to speak on the topic of Amazon marketing on Amazon?
Um, Great question to start with. So, by qualification, I am a doctor, MBBS doctor, what you call MD in USA. From there, I always had the plan. Like the more you get aware of the digital nomad life and the possibilities of digital earning and all that part, the more interested I became. And then from there, I got to know about different freelancing options. I jumped into those during my student life. And once I completed the MBBS, did the house job, like the internship, and then after
Mm,
that, I got interested into the Amazon stuff. So I learned about that. I launched my own product in USA. And then after that, there was a community around me. Like we were kind of very close community, and we used to sit on every weekend together. And then from there, I found that there's a good potential for me to help my peers, my colleagues, because there were a lot of technicalities and people were kind of suffering. So from there, 2018 till up till now, I have launched more than 80 products for my
mm,
clients. So majority of the Amazon service providers, what they do is they provide you the advertising services. That's it. Amazon advertising service, SEO service, like one section. But
mm,
what qualifies me is I've helped people from setting up a company till the stage where they are making money from the Amazon FBA business, and more than 80 products. I've seen failures, I've seen successes, I have seen the phases, the evolution of the Amazon world. Like it evolves around after every 2 to 3 years. So I've seen 2 to 3 evolutions up till now, like 2 to 3 phases of evolution. I guess that's a good experience because people have experience of this bit at that chunk. I have a whole thorough experience, and a lot more than a single person who's doing his own launches. Yeah, that's what it is.
that's awesome. Great. Yeah. Now, who is typically the person, if you can describe their persona, if you can describe them from a demographic or psychographic standpoint, who is the person that is considering getting into, creating a product, a brand, and then they want to use Amazon to launch it and for it to be successful.
um I have like when I say around 80 plus products, then you can definitely guess that I have talked to a lot of people, a lot of prospects, and I have some kind of data at back of my mind. What was their profession? What was their age, and all that part. So majority of the people are those who are in their 40s, or I would say maximum in their 50s, who have a stable income, making good money, who have done all the, bought a house, a good car, good education for the children, and now they
Mm,
are near to their retirement, maybe next 10 to 20 years. So they are inspired by, or kind of, they are either looking for a retirement plan, or maybe they are looking for a second income option, a passive income, and they start looking for the other option. Like they have bought a property already, so they want to do something into the business world. So
mm,
those are the people like 40 plus, have good, making good money, have met all the basic necessities of life, and now they are interested in to increase their income, and their the Amazon from which, like, every day they get to buy products for their household, they get interested. Okay, so what if we try to sell on Amazon? So these are my target customer, ideal customer persona, I would say, in my opinion.
That's great. And yeah, I think there's a lot of people that can identify themselves with what you've shared, 40s and 50s. They have a steady corporate job, and perhaps that job is not giving them the fulfillment, the meaning, and they've got an entrepreneurial bug that's bit them, and they want to, they've got creativity and they want to, create something that they can call it their own. And so for like all these reasons, of course, the additional income can never hurt. And that. So yeah, thanks for sharing kind of that ideal, kind of the persona of the person who is considering, doing this. What's the difference between like Amazon as a platform versus other options?
Um, so let me give the answer in the form of statistics or data. You can segregate US commerce into retail and e-commerce. So, according to Statista, which is a very reliable source for stats in the of the USA market, particularly, around 85% of the commerce is in the retail world. Like around 85% of the business or all the commerce activity is in the retail side, and only 15% is in the e-commerce side. So in that 15%, around half of that, or around 50% of that, is captured by Amazon. So
Hmm.
you can say around 8 to 10% of the total US commerce activity, or
Hmm.
half of the US e-commerce activity, is captured by Amazon. So this is kind of the segregation. So you can see retail world is a kind of in the subconscious, whenever the ideal customer persona of mine, whenever they are trying to jump into the business world or the e-commerce world or the Amazon world, either they are trying to save some of their hours, like they don't want to do 9 to 5, or maybe they are trying to making some extra money with less effort. They can definitely, if they want to just increase their income by increasing their working hours, they can do that into the corporate world. So they are looking for more option which are catered or handled majorly by the third parties. They need to put little effort to get more reward. So Amazon is something which qualifies for that part very clearly,
Hmm.
and this is what makes Amazon a very lucrative option.
Got it. Yeah, that's great. Now, when it comes to Amazon, and we've got a viewer, a listener to this episode, and they're saying, "Yeah, Amazon makes sense. I want to be in Amazon." What options, like, what do they have? What decisions do they have to make? Do they have to choose any particular, the different models? Do they have to choose one over the other within Amazon?
I guess let's to give better clarity to the viewers and then to the listeners. Um, let's discuss, or let's see Amazon as compared to the other models of e-commerce, and then what are the different models in Amazon. So
Hmm.
once you jump into the digital world, definitely when we are talking about people who already have a stable corporate job and all that part, they are not looking to become a content creator, become a YouTuber or TikToker, or trying to generate traffic and then get an affiliate commission. They're not into that part. That is more for the housewives, for the teenagers, for all that kind of category where it requires more effort but and more time but less money. Okay, so it makes more sense for them. For people who are kind of already living a stable life, their time is more precious as
Hmm.
compared to the money. So they would look for options which require less time. And even if it required more money, they're fine with it until it's making more sense. So in that regard, you can kind of rule out the other options like the affiliate option, the content creator option, all these parts. And when we compare Amazon to the other modules or the other mediums of doing digital business, like creating your own website, doing SEO, Shopify, running paid ads, The difficulty here is if you compare these models like Amazon as compared to Shopify, if I kind of summarize all other options into the Shopify name, um, Shopify is just a website. So you have to take the ownership of passing through the learning curve of how to run Facebook ads, how to run Google ads, and then you need to do some effort to talk to the fulfillment centers to dispatch. You got 10 orders and you are on your way to your office. You are taking 10 units of your product and you are dispatching those to a UPS or maybe FedEx. So you are taking all that hustle. You are taking the responsibility of returns. You are managing the customer
Mm.
support. So that's a lot of work. And this is all you have to do if you have created your own website on WordPress, on Shopify. As compared to this, what Amazon does is like the Alex or Moses style, dream outcome in less effort and less time. So
Mm.
you don't need to talk to the customer support. You don't need to fulfill the orders. Now here is one of the I'm not kind of advocating Amazon because I don't have any I haven't bought any shares of Amazon or
You
anything
you're
like
not
that, but then
friends with
again,
you're not friends with Jeff Bezos or anything like that.
yeah, definitely. But then again, the point is, this is the major objection which people raise on Amazon, that it charges you a lot of fee. It charges you for fulfillment, it charges you for the referral fee. But then again, it is automating your customer support, it is
Mm.
automating your organic traffic part, it is automating your fulfillment part. So if you
Mm.
see, it's kind of saving your 3 to 4 hours. So it's not for someone who is kind of in its teenage and who can do a lot of manual work, but it is
Mm.
definitely for someone who values his time more than
Mm.
the money. Like, so it
Right,
is
right.
automating, like at the same time it's automating all these options, and on the other end it is kind of giving customer a surety of a quality service when it comes to fulfillment, when it comes to the customer service, when it comes to the quality of the product. So all these things, Amazon is the brand authority. Amazon is bringing up its own brand authority. So this is the comparison of Amazon as compared to the other mediums. And
Mm.
once we jump onto the Amazon, there are three big models, or three models in which you can segregate selling on Amazon: drop shipping, and I would say drop shipping slash retail arbitrage. I'm kind of covering both into the one option. Then the wholesale FBA, and then the third one is the private label. So these are the three models. Wholesale is pretty simple. I'll explain it first. So it's like you have maybe what brand can, maybe Johnson baby soap or maybe Johnson baby lotion. You have bought that in wholesale from any of the distributor, and then you have listed those on Amazon, and you're saying, okay, I can sell wholesale the Johnson baby lotion. Maybe I can sell Apple AirPod, Apple iPhone 13. I'm just talking. So
Mm.
any famous brand, Levi's jeans, anything. So you are saying I have the letter of authorization from the distributor. I have the legit invoice, so I can sell this product to Amazon. So this is one medium. But I won't suggest this medium for the newbies or for someone who's just trying on Amazon, because then again, you know how wholesale works. The more quantity you have purchased, the better price you have secured. The better price you have, the more margins you have to compete with the competitors. So
Mm.
if you have purchased maybe a container and I've purchased 100 units, you are definitely going to outcompete me
Mm. Mm.
in terms of price. So it doesn't work for the newcomers or for those who are testing. Drop shipping is like you have seen something cheaper on Walmart and expensive on Amazon, so you list it on Amazon, and once you get an order, you purchase it from Walmart and then you deliver it to your customer on Amazon. But then again, Amazon is not appreciating all this, and it's suspending accounts, and it is something for making quick money, but not for a long-term retirement plan or a steady, stable, passive income. So you can kind of rule out these two options. So the third option which is left is the private label, which is making your own brand on Amazon, which can give you, a steady, sustainable income for a longer time period.
Wow, that's so well described. And so so private label, I mean, did I get that right? That would be the way to go?
Yeah, that would be the way to go for the persona which we are talking about. Definitely.
Right.
For someone
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
has, relationship or good ties with a brand, maybe wholesale FBA will work for them. For someone who is
Yeah.
into the corporate industry and maybe in the apparel industry, then maybe having some distributor rights for some of the big names in the apparel, maybe Prana, maybe Ariat, maybe Black Diamond, such kind of brands. So maybe having the distribution relationship with these brands, that can help him. But for someone who does not have anything to do with any of these brands,
Mm.
wholesale is not for them. It's going to take
Yeah.
a good amount and a good effort and attending exhibitions, building up good ties. That's all the effort which it requires for them to excel into the wholesale FBA.
Got it. Good. So let's, if we can go we've got a few minutes left. This has been so insightful. Really appreciate everything you've shared. But we go into Amazon private label. What does that mean? And and then I want to
Um,
talk about some of the essential steps for someone looking to start their own Amazon private label.
um, Private label simply means, let's say, to make an improvement into a white label product. So to make it simpler, for example, just to make it super simple, let's say I have this tissue box here. So let's say I see, okay, there is something which can make it a bit dirty on the up end. So why don't I put a lid on the upside? So you can see the box is kind of open.
Mm,
I can get the
mm,
tissue out, all good. But then again, there's no lid on the top. So what I do is
mm,
I make a little improvement according to the problem of the customer, and I put a
mm,
lid on it, and that makes it a private label. So it means, let's say I'm selling a frying pan. So I make my own name on the frying pan. I put my own name, like let's say Upscale Valley frying pan, or maybe we can put your name frying pan. So such kind of thing, but with a little bit of improvement. You can say you have a
mm,
beach sandals, so you're walking on the beach with the foot imprints. But then again, I write down at the sole of the sandal, I love sun or I love beach. And while I'm
mm,
walking on the beach, it's leaving the foot imprint of that coat. So that is the
mm,
private label improvement. So this is, putting up some small improvement into the product, making it a bit more better, and then launching it. So this is the private label. To understand private label, one should have an idea what is white label. White label is like, I'm manufacturer of maybe this iPhone case, you can say simply, and I am, or you can say any company which is manufacturing phone, and that same company, or let me tell you something very real, like the batteries, the Duracell, the Energizer, such kind of batteries. There's
mhm,
one company, there's one factory at the back end which is manufacturing around 80% of the batteries of the world. Like all the different brands, those are being manufactured by the same company. And what we do is, I need battery under my own name, so it's Ovasamin batteries. You need batteries, then it's your name batteries. Then again, maybe Barack
mhm,
Obama batteries. So people are putting their own name, but then again, the manufacturer is same. So what that manufacturer is doing, he is doing white label. Like
mm,
there is no label on the product, and it's when there's no
mm,
label, it's white label. And what we
mm,
do is, we ask them for a little bit of tweak, or even if we
mm,
don't ask them, we put our own label on the product, so we make it private label. So
mm,
that is kind of, launching the product with a bit of improvement under our own brand name. Like the phone,
mm,
everyone sells the phone, but then again, there's a different private label of Samsung, private label of Huawei. And then if you remove all those brand names, those are kind of similar cell phones. Then those are white label. If you put label on them, like Samsung different, Huawei different, with a little bit of tweaks and improvements, those become private label mobile brands. So just to
mm.
give a bit of clarity to the audience, what does it mean basically?
Right. Yeah. And so a couple of more questions. One is, what are some steps somebody who is looking to start their own Amazon private label, what should they do?
Let me tell it in a very simple way, because otherwise the detailed answer of this can be 45 minutes. So you need to find a product. like what is selling best on Amazon. For that, there are tools from where you can see the stats. Okay, so what revenue these products are making, what is the price, how many units are being sold. So you need to find a suitable product. Then you need to source it from any country where it can be manufactured. Like in 80% times, the go-to country is China. You can also source it from India, from Pakistan, from Vietnam, all these countries. And
Mm.
then after that, you find a suitable supplier, you manufacture the product, and then you ship it to Amazon. And then on Amazon, you run Amazon native ads, which is PPC, Amazon pay per click. And from there, once you get an order, every next step is being catered by Amazon. While in case of Shopify, the next step was, okay, so you are calling UPS, or maybe dropping the units at their pickup point, and then they are delivering to the customer and all that part. But here, once you get an order, Amazon is going to fulfill that to the customer within 24 to 48 hours. Amazon is going to handle the returns. Amazon is going to handle the customer support. So 3, 4 steps: find a product, source a product, get it manufactured, ship it to Amazon, run ads. 5 steps you can say which are required. This is very simple way, and in explained way you can talk 20, 30 hours in explaining how things work.
Mm. Wow, this is good. Um, Always, as we finish up here, what is the best way for folks to reach out to you? I mean, you've launched 80 brands, you've helped people launch 80 brands. If somebody's like really enjoyed this and they found this very useful, they want to continue this conversation, how do they reach out to you?
Um, I'm available on all platforms. Like I have my YouTube channel where I have around more than 60, 70 products, videos, sorry. I have my own website with the name Upscale Valley. We can definitely put that link in the description. I am
Sure.
available on LinkedIn. So you can just type out my name, Ovais Amin, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, or maybe on Google, and you're going to find me. You're going to find my website, Upscale Valley, and you can contact me through that.
Awesome. Great. Always, thank you so much. Really, really enjoyed it. I liked how you've described you shared the Amazon, the Amazon platform and Amazon private label, given us some insights there. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It was nice talking to you. Like I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. You take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.